See how Inuit catch 10,000 fishes to feed their village. Arctic sunrise, dog teams crossing frozen lakes, wide drone shots of snow-covered village. In the vast, icy wilderness of the Arctic, food is not a luxury, it is survival. And survival depends on ancient knowledge, passed from hand to hand, from generation to generation. Every year, as the ice thickens and the cold deepens, Inuit families prepare for one of their most essential harvests, the communal winter fish catch. Thousands of fish, char, whitefish, and lake trout, will be pulled from holes in the ice, not for sale or sport, but to feed an entire village through the brutal season ahead. This is not just fishing, it is tradition, it is strategy, it is life, frozen, sacred, and shared. Historic photos of fishing, modern Inuit preparing gear, elders instructing youth. The Inuit have thrived in one of the most hostile environments on Earth for millennia, without crops, without imports, and for much of history, without metal tools. Their diet has always depended on what they can hunt and catch from the land and sea. Fishing provides essential protein and omega-3 fatty acids, energy-dense meals during long winters, frozen or dried food stores for entire seasons, nutrients like vitamin D and selenium. In many Arctic regions, fish, particularly Arctic char and lake trout, are caught in bulk before the sun disappears for months. And in places where the sea ice is too dangerous, lakes and rivers become lifelines. Snowmobile rides across frozen lakes, measuring ice thickness, sonar mapping. Before the first net is dropped, the ice must be studied. Inuit hunters and fishers read the ice the way others read books. Its color, thickness, and texture reveal its story. Traditional knowledge tells them where fish migrate under the ice, how thick ice must be to walk or drive, where oxygen-rich water pools for overwintering fish. Sometimes sonar is used. More often, instinct and experience guide the placement of nets. To make the catch possible, holes are drilled using augers or chisels, in straight lines up to 2 kilometers long. The ice can be over 1 meter thick. Dropping nets under ice, pulling ropes through multiple holes, net retrieval. The most traditional method is the under-ice gill net. Here's how it works. 2 holes are drilled, often 100 to 500 meters apart. A small wooden float, attached to a string, is fed under the ice using a long pole or hooked rod. The line is slowly dragged from one hole to the other, pulling a net behind it. Weights and floats keep the net vertical under the ice. The net is left for several hours, sometimes days, to catch fish that swim by. This method allows for a large catch with minimal movement, and can yield hundreds, even thousands, of fish in one pull. Men and women work together to pull the heavy nets. Children learn to clean fish. Elders teach which fish to keep and which to release. The catch is hauled onto sleds and taken to freezing platforms, where the fish instantly harden into natural preserves. No salt or refrigeration needed. Close-ups of Arctic char, whitefish, trout, and drying racks. The species vary by region, but most commonly caught are Arctic char, fatty, rich, prized for flavor. Char can grow over 10 pounds. The fatty flesh is ideal for freezing and eating raw or drying for later use. Every fish is used, meat for meals, bones for tools, skin for bait, or even sewing. Nothing is wasted. Once the harvest is over, the fish are divided. Some are immediately eaten. Others are buried in snow pits to freeze. The rest are strung up to dry in the brief spring sunlight. The fish aren't just nutrition, they are security. A successful catch means peace of mind until the ice melts again. In the heart of Arctic winter, darkness stretches for 20 hours a day. Yet the fishing doesn't stop. Lanterns and headlamps light the way. Nets are checked even in total darkness, because in this cold, every minute counts. Fish freeze upon contact with the surface. Frost forms on eyebrows. Ice crusts around the holes. But the Inuit continue, using inner rhythm and long memory to mark time and space. They don't need clocks or GPS. Even at night, the ice gives life. Ula slicing fish, hand-carved net poles, bone hooks, traditional tools. Inuit tools are masterpieces of adaptation, crafted not only from need, but from deep respect for nature. Fishing tools include long net poles, often 6 meters or more, made from spruce or driftwood hand-woven nets, using seal or modern nylon thread. Ice chisels, pana, for precision drilling. Here, life is simple but purposeful. Tents are insulated with caribou hides. Meals are cooked over seal oil lamps. Days are spent fishing, cleaning, preserving, and teaching. Elders tell stories at night. Children help sort and hang fish. Everyone has a role. Inuit fishing is not just physical, it's spiritual. Before setting nets, many still offer a prayer to the sea spirits, asking for balance, thanking the water for its gift. In traditional belief, fish are sentient beings, part of the natural world's sacred circle. To take from the ice is not to dominate, but to coexist, with care and gratitude. Some communities leave the first fish of the season as a gesture of respect, ensuring the spirits remain generous. Thinning ice, slushy lakes, concern on faces of elders. The Arctic is changing. Fast. Climate change is disrupting the delicate balance of winter fishing. Ice forms later and melts earlier, shortening the season. Lakes are less predictable, with thin spots and dangerous currents. Oxygen levels under the ice drop, affecting fish populations. Some fish no longer follow traditional migration paths. Young people use solar-powered GPS and underwater sonar to find fish. They track ice conditions in real time and share maps between villages. In the heart of winter, 10,000 fish become more than meals. They become survival, connection, and a living legacy.